What's going on, guys? So for a while, this UCS Jabba sail barge has been kind of rumored, or I think it was actually confirmed within the LEGO community. But we finally got some official pictures up on the LEGO website. Some people even have some early reviews out. There's a couple YouTube videos up already. Brixie has his review out. I was watching his video a little bit earlier, so we can get into that a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to take a look at these pictures, give my thoughts a little bit. I think this is definitely a set that I'm going to be picking up. I don't have the sail barge from 2013, I believe. If you guys know me, the Star Wars ships that I usually go for are the minifig scale ones, or, the closest to minifig scale that we're probably going to get. This is probably the biggest sail barge that we're ever going to get, I would assume, at least for the next 10 or so years. So yeah, this is probably as good as we're going to get. And yeah, just first thoughts, I think it does look really good. I think it is probably pretty close to minifig scale. I was just watching some clips from Return of the Jedi again, and it is pretty big. So yeah, they're obviously never going to get that close in scale. But yeah, this is probably close enough. So in my region in the US, it's retailing for about $500. Comes out on October 6th. For the most part, I think that's about the price that I would assume a set of this size would be, at this point. Obviously, I would like it to be cheaper, but just, when considering other sets that we've got of this scale, I think the price is probably, to be expected. They're doing another gift with purchase, though. If you get this set, you get Luke Skywalker's lightsaber. I actually think this looks really cool. I didn't get the first couple lightsabers that they did, like the Yoda one and then the other Luke one from A New Hope, or technically it's Anakin's lightsaber. This does happen to be my favorite lightsaber from the original trilogy. It's Luke's from when he became a Jedi Knight from Return of the Jedi. This is my favorite design, so I'm pretty hyped that we're actually getting that. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty accurate. I hope it just, feels good if you want to pick it up and hold it in your hand. It's going to be 145 pieces. Yeah, when I was watching Brixie's review, he noted that it's actually less pieces than the other Luke lightsaber. But that kind of makes sense because that one is a lot thicker. But this one is actually longer, as he pointed out, by a couple inches. But yeah, so this will definitely be cool to have. It's a nice little bonus with this getting the sail barge. All right, let's just take a look at these pics real quick. God, I actually hate, it's like an extra step. I hate when you click on the photo to look at a bigger version of the photo. It just takes you to the general page. It should just skip this step and then get right into the photo that you clicked on, It doesn't really make sense that they let you click on different photos before, if they're just going to take you to the same general photo page, whatever. So yeah, it comes with these displays. I think the one for this, this little card that shows all the details, I think that's fine to have, but I don't really know that the rest of these displays are necessary. I don't know if they were trying to pad the piece count on that one, because they don't really do this with a lot of the other sets like this, or the UCS sets. And again, when I was watching Brixie's review, he pointed out that this stand for the minifigs doesn't stay straight. It's kind of bent on the edge. It kind of bends on the edges. So that's a little weird. Seems like a bit of an afterthought, but whatever. That's not a huge issue. But yeah, for the most part, the sail barge looks really good, I think. It's cool that they use the same material for these plasticky tent pieces or whatever you want to call them. They use the same ones as the 2013 sail barge. I like that it has these stands for it too. That'll be nice to display, but another thing that Brixie pointed out is that it seems like they're pretty securely on there, like they're part of the Technic build in the bottom. And I don't know if that's going to be my favorite. I know it is a UCS set, so it's not really meant for play or swooshing around or whatever, but this is kind of a set that I would like to swoosh around a little bit. So if you can't take these stand pieces off easily, that's going to be a little bit of a bummer. But again, it is a UCS set, so it's not really meant for that. So I can't complain about that too much. The interior looks pretty good. Like I said, it's not going to be fully minifig scale. Like the interior probably is a little bit smaller compared to how it should be, in the movie, but it's still pretty solid. Like Jabba has his little spot. Looks like they have a little kitchen and then a jail area with a little cell and then a piloting area. I'd have to look at some official photos, like from a visual dictionary to see how accurate that actually is. But from what we see in the movie, at least we know Jabba's got his little bar room. That could probably be a little bit bigger. I would have been down if they like got rid of the kitchen and just expanded this bar area maybe. The front looks good. They're getting really good at designing, vehicles that have angle, like curves and angles like this. They're getting really good at that. But yeah, for what it's worth, this kitchen area is kind of cool. It's kind of cute. I like the little food items that they have on the walls. They got one of these space frogs that Jabba likes to eat. This area looks really good. This is like an iconic scene, this turret or blaster or whatever that Leia takes over and starts helping out Luke and stuff, starts blowing stuff up. It looks really accurate, I think, to the movie. Jail area looks fine. It looks good. I like when they just flatten out the interiors with all the tiles, and they have a couple studs for you to display minifigs. Yeah, I guess they don't have a photo zooming in on all the minifigs. I don't know why they don't just do that for every set. Like, people are definitely going to be interested in the minifigs too. I guess I just have to look at these individual photos for the minifigs. Yeah, I think the Jabba is pretty much the same. I think Brixie pointed out that some of these creases are slightly different than the one we got from 2013. I'm of two minds with this because I already have a Jabba. So, like, I would have liked, because obviously Leia, she kills Jabba in this scene with the sail barge. So it kind of would have been cool to get, like, a Jabba that, has his tongue hanging out, like a dead Jabba. But I know there's going to be a lot of people getting this set that probably don't have a Jabba yet. So I totally get why they would include just a normal one. So, like, selfishly, I would have wanted a new Jabba, but then the other half of me gets, why it's just the normal, living Jabba. The Gamorrean guard looks good. He looks the same. It's fine that he's the same as what we've been getting because the mold, for me, it's like pretty much perfect. I don't really know what else they would need to change. There is like a slight variant one from like 10 years ago that came with the Sarlacc, or not the Sarlacc, the Rancor pit set, and his legs are green. I might actually like that one better, but I'd have to look at some pics to see which type is actually more accurate to the movies. But both like types or variants that they have look good. And they don't really make that one anymore for some reason. Bib looks okay. I looked at the bib from the Boba Fett Jabba throne room set, from a couple years ago, and this actually is a different torso and leg print, so at least they did that, but it is the same head mold from that set from a few years ago, and I don't know, it looks fine. It still looks like Bib, but I really thought that this mold was meant for like the new fat kind of version of Bib. So I'm a little torn on that one. And then they're not like including a cape with him anymore, which is a little annoying. So yeah, I'm a bit torn on the Bib minifig. Other people have already pointed out C-3PO, he doesn't come with the like dual molded leg with the silver leg. That is pretty unacceptable for a $500 set. I'm not cool with that. And plus, I don't even have that version of him yet, so I was really hoping that we'd get him in another set that I was actually going to get, because I didn't get the UCS land speeder, and I don't plan to. I don't get sets that, like I said, I don't get sets that aren't minifig scale, so. And then in Brixie's review, he went through all the minifigs, but he didn't show the back side of R2 from what I could see. So I don't actually know if this R2 has the back printing, but he better, because if he didn't, then that would be super cheap. That would be a total cheap out on Lego's part. But I love his little bar table And these cups look really good, like with the liquid inside. And then Salacious Crumb. I was also watching Ryan from M&R Productions. He astutely pointed out that this Salacious Crumb like doesn't have pupils now. They did the same like weird no pupil thing that they've been doing with some of the minifigs. I don't know why they keep doing that, but he's definitely gonna look worse than the one from Jabba's throne room from like 10 years ago. Luckily, I do have that set, so I have the better Salacious Crumb. But yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I just don't really get why they're doing that. Alright, let's look at Brixie's review real quick because he shows more of the minifigs. Oh yeah, Max Rebo. Yeah, Max Rebo looks really good. He looks pretty much the same, I think, from the last one we got. But like I said, I don't have that Sail Barge set, so I never got Max Rebo. So I'm pretty hyped to get him. All the other goons that it comes with, or pirates or whatever, like Jabba's peeps, they all look really good. I think we've gotten some variants of this like dog looking guy, but I think there's probably multiple in that scene, or Jabba, like employs multiple of them. So I'm not complaining about getting another one, or if this is a different one. So that's cool. This guy with the weird hat, I don't think we've got him before, so that's awesome. Same with this guy. I mean, basically, I just want all the characters that appear in that scene. So anytime they give us a new one that they haven't made before, that's going to be awesome, Then the big kicker is the new Slave Leia minifig. I know there were a bunch of rumors. People weren't sure if we were going to get her or if Lego was ever going to make her again. So that's pretty sick that we are getting a new one. I'm a little torn on her new look, though. Obviously her hairpiece looks really, really good. Everybody's talking about her legs. They are dual molded now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so Brixie compares with the old one. It's like kind of a half and half because maybe this minifig shows a little bit too much skin, but then this one, it's like she's wearing shorts, like they're all the way covered because they're dual molded now. And that's not really accurate either. I don't know if anyone's ever talked about this before, but I was kind of wondering why they've never tried to do like a cloth piece for her. Maybe that would be kind of problematic though, because then what would it look like underneath the cloth? Or it could be one of those situations where they still do like the same print and then just have the cloth over it, because they do that with some of like the torsos for minifigs. Like they'll give you an accessory piece and then under the accessory piece it has like the same printing as the accessory, just so you can remove it or not. That would be kind of cool. But Lego has kind of moved away from a lot of the cloth pieces that they used to do. Just of recent memory, I'm thinking of like the first Tinkerbell that they did. She came with a cloth piece, and I never ended up getting that Tinkerbell, but I really wanted it. And then they made a newer Tinkerbell, which also looked really good, but then they got rid of the cloth piece and they printed her kind of skirt. Both minifigs look good in that case, but I have always loved the cloth pieces. I just think it always adds depth, more depth to a minifig. So, but yeah, either way, Leia does look good still. I don't have this version of Leia, so I might try and pick her up anyways, just so I have both versions. But yeah, that hairpiece is really sick. They did a really good job on that. But yeah, overall this set looks really good. I'm pretty hyped to get it. I'm definitely going to be picking it up, probably like right when it comes out. I usually wait a while for a lot of sets to come out, but this is one that I've been anticipating for a while, so I probably will get it, and just so I can make sure I get that gift with purchase, the Luke lightsaber. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. Are you going to be picking up this set? Let me know. Thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.